Hello everyone, welcome back where we learn together. So in this video, I am kicking off a brand new playlist of Microsoft Azure. Throughout this series, I will explore both free and paid Azure services, and I will walk you through hands-on demos where we will build real application to understand how Azure works in real. Before jumping into Azure itself, it's important to understand one very essential concept, that is cloud computing. So in this video, I'll take you through the absolute basics. In that, we will start with real-world example of how cloud computing works. Then we'll explore different cloud service models like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, and also give you a quick overview of how cloud computing operates globally. This is just a beginning. I will cover everything step by step, chapter by chapter, to keep it simple, beginner friendly, and easy to follow. By the end of this video, you will have a strong foundation to confidently move to Azure or other cloud platforms. So let's get started and understand cloud the smart way. So let's understand what cloud computing is, starting with a very basic definition. Basically, the cloud computing is on-demand delivery of computing services including servers, storage, database, networking, software, analytics, and AI over the internet, which we call the cloud. Instead of allowing your own computing infrastructure or data centers, you can access these services from cloud providers like Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, or Google Cloud Platform. Now, while that's a formal definition, so now let's try to make sense of it with a very simple example. So think about the electricity at your home. You don't buy or maintain your own power generators. Instead, you just plug into your electricity grid through your meters and pay for the unit that you consume. So cloud computing works in the exactly same way. Instead of buying and maintaining physical servers or storage, you plug into the cloud, whether it's Azure, AWS, or GCP, and use what you need, paying only for what you use. So this is cloud computing. It's all about flexible, scalable, and cost-effective computing delivered over the internet. I hope this gives you a clear understanding of basic idea behind cloud computing. So in very basic term, cloud computing provides different services over the internet that you can use on demand. You can store your files, run applications, manage your data without worrying about physical hardwares. And the best part is you only pay for what you use, just like the electricity or mobile bill. It's a cost efficient way to manage your storage, file system, servers, and more all over the internet. So cloud computing has two main models. That is number one, deployment model and service model. So in this section, let's understand deployment model. So there are three types of deployment model. Number one, public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. So in public cloud, we share infrastructure provided by third-party cloud provider like Microsoft Azure, AWS, or GCP. It is cost efficient, highly scalable, but comes with less control over the infrastructure. Let's understand with real example. Imagine a company books a co-working space. They share a building and resources like meeting rooms, Wi-Fi, etc. with other companies. The company doesn't manage the building or infrastructure. They just pay for what they use. Similarly, in public cloud, multiple users share the same infrastructure managed by the provider. This shared setup make it cost effective and easy to scale. That's why it is called as public cloud. Then private cloud. A private cloud is a dedicated cloud environment used by a single organization. It can be hosted on-prem or externally by third-party providers. It offers maximum control, customization, and enhanced securities. Imagine a company decided to build and own its own office building. The space is used only by the company. They have full control over the security, infrastructure, and customization. No outsiders are allowed. This is a similar to private cloud, a dedicated infrastructure just for one organization. That's what we call the private cloud. And then third, hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud is a combination of both public and private cloud environments connected using technology that allows data and application to move between them. This setup provides flexibility, scalability, and greater control. So let's say a company uses a co-working space for regular team meetings but uses their own private office for board meetings and confidential discussion. They switch between both based on the need. That's exactly how the hybrid cloud works, using both public and private environments as required. So now let's understand the cloud service model. So mainly cloud service are typically categorized into three main models. That is number one, software as a service, then platform as a service, and then infrastructure as a service. So in software as a service model, the cloud provider manages everything: the application, runtime operating systems, servers, storage, networking, everything it take care of. You just access and use the software via internet, usually through a browsers or app. So imagine you are hungry and you open an app to order a pizza. You place the order, the pizza is delivered hot and ready to eat. You don't cook or you do anything. You just use the service. That's exactly what SaaS is. You simply consume the service without worrying about how it made. Then PaaS, platform as a service. In PaaS, the cloud provider manages the core infrastructure, servers, storage, networking, virtualization, operating system, and runtime environment. You only focus on building and running your application. This model is great for developers who want to deploy code without managing infrastructure. Think of it like ordering a half-made pizza. You receive the pizza base with sauces already applied. Now you add your own toppings and bake it in the way you want. That is PaaS. The platform is ready and you just customize and deploy. In as the cloud provider manages the core infrastructure, virtualization, servers, storage, and networking. You are responsible for installing your own operating system, managing apps, data, and configuration. This gives you a maximum flexibility and control. It's likely a making pizza at home from scratch. You buy all the ingredients like cheese, toppings, sauces, and rent a pizza oven. You assemble and cook everything yourself except from the basic like electricity and water. That's as infrastructure as a service. You have full control over how things are done. Alright, so that's bring us to the end of this chapter. Let's quickly recap what we have learned today. First, we understood what cloud computing is using simple examples. Then we saw why cloud computing is so powerful. Then we explored three deployment models like public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud. And finally, we looked three service models as PaaS and SaaS. So in next video, we'll dive into Azure services. So if you found this video very helpful, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And as I always say, keep learning, happy coding, and I'll see you in the next one.